Did you know that 30% of travelers forget essential items before their flight? Whether you're flying for the first time with your family or you're a seasoned jet setter, there's a good chance you're missing out on tips that could save you money, time, and serious headaches. In this video, I'm sharing 11 powerful air travel tips you need to know before your next flight, including some lesser-known secrets airlines won't tell you. So, grab your boarding pass, and let's get into it. These tips might just change the way you travel forever. Number 1. Take advantage of free stopovers on international trips. Get more vacation for the same airfare by using airline stopover programs. Many international carriers allow you to add a multi-day stopover in their hub city for no extra airfare cost. In other words, you can explore an additional destination en route to your final city, essentially a 2-for-1 trip. For example, carriers like TAP Portugal, Turkish Airlines, Qatar Airways, Icelandair, and others offer free stopovers in Lisbon, Istanbul, Doha, Reykjavik, and more, sometimes up to 5 to 7 days. Some even include perks like a free hotel night for long layovers. To use this hack, select the airline's stopover option when booking or use the multi-city booking tool to manually schedule a long layover. It's a great way for international travelers to save money and maximize their sightseeing without buying separate tickets. Number 2. Use the 24-hour rule for risk-free booking. This is a crucial money-saving tip that many casual travelers don't know. If you book a flight and then change your mind, you have 24 hours to cancel for a full refund for flights to and from the U.S. when booked at least 2 days in advance. U.S. Department of Transportation regulations require all airlines operating in the U.S., including international carriers, to honor a 24-hour cancellation window. This means you can snag a great fare when you see one, and then take a day to confirm plans or shop around knowing you can cancel without penalty. Some airlines even allow a 24-hour hold without payment instead. Pro travelers use this law to lock in flash deals and coordinate with travel companions. Always double-check the fare rules, but in most cases you can book now and decide later within that 1-day grace period, avoiding buyer's remorse or costly change fees. Number 3. Be smart about seat selection. Where you sit on the plane can make a big difference in comfort and even safety. 2 lesser-known seat strategies to consider. Pick seats over the wing for a smoother ride. If you're nervous about turbulence or prone to motion sickness, choose a seat near the aircraft's center of gravity, roughly over the wings. According to pilots, sitting over the wing is one of the best spots to avoid feeling turbulence. You won't eliminate bumps entirely, but you'll experience less up and down motion than at the back. An aisle seat over the wing is often ideal for stability, and you can easily get up to move around. Use the empty middle seat hack when traveling in a pair. If you're flying with a companion on a plane with 3 seat sections, try booking the window and aisle, leaving the middle seat empty. Solo travelers tend to avoid choosing a middle seat between 2 strangers, so you have a good chance the seat stays vacant, granting you a whole row to yourselves. Even if the flight is full and someone gets in the middle, most people will gladly switch with one of you for an aisle or window, so you can still sit together. Some airlines have even started offering a paid neighbor-free seat option, essentially the same idea. A little strategic seat selection can greatly enhance your comfort without any extra cost. Number 4. Leverage family perks when flying with kids. Airlines and airports offer many accommodations for those traveling with infants or young children, but you have to know to ask for them. If you're a parent flying with a baby, reserve a bassinet seat on long-haul flights. Many large aircraft have special bulkhead seats where the crew can install a bassinet, giving your baby a safe place to sleep and giving your arms a rest. These bassinet-equipped seats are limited, so book early and call the airline to request it. They're often free, but first come, first served. It can be a game-changer for long international flights. Also, take advantage of the free baggage allowances for children. Most airlines let you check a stroller and a car seat for free. Usually, they do not count towards your baggage limit. You can usually keep the stroller with you until boarding, gate check it, and retrieve it at the aircraft door after landing. Likewise, car seats can be checked or even brought on board if you've purchased a seat for your toddler. An FAA-approved car seat can increase safety and comfort for the child. Additionally, virtually all airlines allow families with small kids to pre-board before general boarding. Use this extra time to get settled without the crowd. These family-friendly policies aren't always loudly advertised, but they're there to make your trip smoother. Knowing about them ahead of time will save you money and reduce travel stress. Number 5. Prioritize your health and hygiene in flight. Long flights can take a toll on your body. but a few proactive steps will keep you feeling your best. Stay hydrated and keep moving. The low humidity in airplane cabins can quickly dehydrate you, which worsens jet lag and increases the risk of deep vein thrombosis or DVT. Drink water regularly throughout the flight and go easy on alcohol and caffeine since they can dehydrate you further. On flights over 4 hours, make a point to stand up or walk the aisle every couple of hours. Do simple calf exercises or ankle rolls at your seat to stimulate blood flow. Many frequent flyers wear compression socks on long-haul flights. These improve circulation and can prevent leg swelling or blood clots, especially if you're in cramped economy seating. Airports and planes expose you to lots of people and their germs, so boost your defenses. Carry a small pack of disinfectant wipes in your carry-on, and wipe down your tray table, armrests, seatbelt buckle, and touchscreen as soon as you settle in. These surfaces are rarely sanitized between flights and often harbor bacteria or viruses from previous passengers. Next, don't close the overhead air vent above your seat. Use it. Medical experts advise keeping that vent on, at least at a low setting, to improve air circulation and disperse any airborne germs around you. Modern aircraft vents use HEPA-filtered air, so the breeze is clean. Aim the nozzle just in front of you to create an air curtain. This can help push away respiratory droplets if someone nearby is sick. In short, clean your space and keep the air flowing. And of course, it doesn't hurt to carry hand sanitizer and use it often, especially before eating or after touching public surfaces. These habits greatly reduce your chances of catching a cold, flu, or other bugs while traveling. Number 6. Plan baggage wisely to avoid hefty fees. Baggage policies can be a minefield of unexpected costs, especially on budget airlines. To save money and stress, always check your airline's luggage weight and size allowances for both checked and carry-on bags before you fly. Many low-cost carriers have strict limits, sometimes 7 to 8 kilograms for carry-ons, and will weigh your bags at check-in. Exceeding the limit at the airport can result in shockingly high fees. One traveler learned this the hard way when an Asian budget airline weighed her carry-on bags. Her extra kilos would have cost $650, more than the ticket itself. She ended up discarding items to avoid the charge. To prevent such nightmares, weigh your bags at home and purchase any extra weight allowance online in advance. It's usually much cheaper than paying at the counter. Also, use a portable luggage scale when traveling. For carry-on only travelers, remember that what counts as a personal item versus a carry-on can vary by airline. Knowing the fine print on baggage rules is an easy way to avoid wasting money and having to repack at the airport. Number 7. Choose early morning flights to avoid delays. For a smoother, more reliable journey, aim to book the earliest flight of the day. Morning departures are statistically the least likely to be delayed or canceled, mainly because they're not impacted by prior flight disruptions. As the day progresses, delays from earlier routes, weather changes, and air traffic congestion tend to pile up, affecting subsequent flights. By flying early, especially on international routes with tight connections, you reduce the risk of missing transfers or arriving late. Another bonus? Airports are generally less crowded and quieter in the early hours, making security checks and boarding less stressful. Sure, it may mean setting an alarm before sunrise, but the trade-off is worth it. Fewer delays, smaller crowds, and a calmer start to your trip. This tip is especially valuable for time-sensitive travelers or those with multi-leg itineraries who can't afford a schedule disruption. Plan early to fly early for a hassle-free takeoff. Number 8. Mark your bags as fragile to speed baggage claim. Waiting for checked luggage can be one of the most frustrating parts of flying. A crafty hack to get your suitcase faster: ask the airline staff to put a fragile tag or sticker on your bag. Bags tagged as fragile are typically loaded into the plane last and placed on top of the pile, so they are first to come out on the baggage carousel at your destination. As a bonus, handlers may treat a fragile bag a bit more gently, reducing the chance of damage, though there are no guarantees. This trick costs nothing. Simply mention to the check-in agent that your bag has breakable items and you'd like a fragile label. Additionally, if you truly hate waiting, another tip is to check in last, so your bag is loaded last. However, this risks overhead bin space if everyone is boarded, and you shouldn't cut it so close that you miss the flight. A safer bet is to use the fragile tag. Many seasoned travelers swear by this method as a way to beat the crowd to the exit and avoid the luggage carousel scrum. Number 9. Double-check passport, visa, and ID requirements. One of the worst travel nightmares is being denied boarding because of documentation issues. Always verify your travel documents well in advance of your trip. Many countries require that your passport be valid at least 6 months beyond your planned return date. Even some that technically require less might enforce the 6-month rule as a precaution. Airlines will usually prevent you from boarding if your passport is too close to expiration, to avoid immigration problems upon arrival. Check your passport's expiration date before you book international travel and renew it early if needed. Similarly, ensure you have enough blank visa pages. A few countries require 1 or 2 blank pages for entry stamps. Never assume you can simply arrive in a foreign country without checking if a visa is required. Every country has its own entry rules and visa regulations, and failing to obtain a needed visa ahead of time can get you turned around at immigration. For example, travelers have been forced to fly straight home because they didn't realize a visa or e-visa was necessary for their destination. To avoid this, research entry requirements for your destination and any transit countries on official government websites or use the IATA Timatic tool that airlines use. If you need a tourist visa, find out the application process and timeline months in advance. Also, if you're traveling with children or minors internationally, check if you need additional documents like a parental consent letter. Requirements can vary by country. Even on domestic trips, don't forget identification rules. Starting May 2025 in the U.S., adult travelers must show a real ID-compliant driver's license or a passport to fly domestically. Older licenses without the real ID star won't be accepted at TSA. Many other countries likewise require official photo ID for internal flights. Make sure your ID is up to date and compliant with current regulations well before you head to the airport. Number 10. Consider alternate airports. When flying domestically, don't overlook smaller or nearby regional airports, which often offer significantly cheaper fares than major hubs. Airlines frequently lower prices at secondary airports to increase traffic and compete with larger routes. For example, a traveler flying from Chattanooga instead of Knoxville saved $163 per ticket to Los Angeles. While this might mean an extra hour or 2 of driving, the cost savings, and typically shorter lines and less crowded terminals can make it worthwhile. This hack is especially beneficial for families or budget-conscious travelers purchasing multiple tickets, where savings add up quickly. Use platforms like Google Flights, Skyscanner, or airline booking tools that allow you to compare nearby airports within a set distance. By broadening your departure or arrival options just slightly, you could unlock major discounts and a smoother airport experience. Always weigh the total cost, including ground transport, but it often works in your favor. Number 11. Mix and match one-way tickets for flexibility. When booking domestic flights, don't default to round-trip fares. 2 one-way tickets can often cost the same or even less. This strategy lets you mix different airlines, allowing you to choose the best deals or flight times for each leg of your journey. It also provides greater flexibility. If your plans change, you can modify one segment without impacting the entire itinerary. This can save money on change fees or fare differences. Frequent flyers often use this trick to take advantage of sales or reward redemptions on individual legs. While international one-way fares are usually more expensive due to airline pricing models, this method is a smart domestic hack. Use tools like Google Flights or ITA Matrix to compare each direction separately, then piece together your ideal trip. This approach is perfect for travelers who want options without being locked into a rigid round-trip schedule.